Greetings and salutations. Happy Monday, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and get this party started. I only have 4 questions, y'all. This is going to be a very, very short video. Please, guys, if you have questions that you would like answered, please drop them in the space below this video. All right? Anything you would like to ask, I'm here for you. Dear Universe Creator Spirit Guides, please give us the collective words of wisdom for today. Please give us, here we go, we get productivity. Productivity. My worth is not based on my productivity, and it never has been. I do not need to take action to prove that I belong. All babies are worthy, and they can not, in truth, care for themselves. We all came into this world worthy without production. Okay? I hope y'all got that. The dog kind of spazzed out on me, but I hope y'all got that. Productivity. I didn't come here to be somebody's slave. Let's go ahead and get an oracle card for this morning. Woo, dear Creator, Spirit Guides, Universe, please give us an oracle card to meditate on this day. A card for meditation. Oh, we got that one already. And we got it twice. Y'all, I did a video on this card today, and it has come up in my hand 3 times. Therefore, I am going to read it on air. We get veiled. This is the card the universe wants us to be aware of today. All is not being revealed at this time. Is someone around you hiding or holding back information or an aspect of themselves? Please use caution in proceeding. Or perhaps the mask is inviting you to be more protective of what you share. Draw another card for clarity in your next right action. You can meditate on the mask to achieve altered states of awareness and encourage hidden abilities to rise to the surface of your consciousness. The symbol is the mask. Masks vary from culture to culture and are used for adornment, altered states of consciousness, ritual, and disguise. Be aware that someone in your purview may be masking, may be hiding themselves or their true intentions from you, or be aware that you yourself may be masking and hiding your true intentions from the world. All right, y'all. Namaste. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Like I said, I don't have many questions at all, so this is going to be short, short, short. My first question is from Denny. Denny would like to know about the drug Xylazine. Denny asks, will the drug Xylazine be removed from the market? This is the drug that the people call Tranq, Tranq, okay? This is the zombie drug. If you watch YouTube and you've seen people in Washington, Oregon, New York, laid out, everybody inebriated from a drug, and they're all just kind of bent over, not moving, or laying in the street, unmoving. This drug is called Xylazine, and it's Xylazine. I'm sorry, Xylazine. Xylazine. This is Tranq, or the zombie drug. This is a anesthesia for large animals. People are injecting this to get high. The people who are using this are the people who use heroin or use fentanyl. This disease literally turns the user, puts the user in a zombie like state. And the drug Narcan has no restorative effect. What that means, if somebody overdoses on xylazine, Narcan will not bring them back to life. Xylazine is a murderous drug. And Denny would like to know, will the FDA remove xylazine from the market and make it illegal? I mean, it serves no human purpose except for to kill, to inebriate and kill. Will xylazine, universe creator, spirit guides, will the FDA remove xylazine from the market and market as an unsafe drug? Oh my goodness, we actually got a yes at the very end. But guys, as far away from the question as the answer was, it was actually the very last card. And let me show you. So there's a whole story in this. Yes, Denny, xylazine will be banned from human consumption. It will be taken off the market. But, and here, this is a big, big but. Xylazine is not going to be taken off the market until it does exactly what it was put out there to do. The people who manufacture this drug knew what this drug was. Somebody, people don't just go around taking anything. Somebody let people know that you could get high off of xylazine. Somebody provided xylazine to the streets. This is coming from somebody who has access to a pharmaceutical level number of, or should I say amount of drugs that is crushing our streets. This is coming straight from the manufacturers. Straight from the manufacturers. You want to talk about the evil of men. The manufacturers of this drug know what it does and is so loosely managed that it is flooding the street, causing death, decay of our society knowingly. The answer to the question is yes. The people who are doing it are traitors to our society. And these are the manufacturers of this drug. They are the ones who are letting it out on the street. Yes, eventually, one day, somebody will stand up and say, this is a bad thing and it should not be in our society. But it's going to be a long time coming. A whole lot of people are going to die. A whole lot of people are going to wind up in jail. And these are the people who are using the drug, not the people who are manufacturing it and putting it on the street. No, they're not going to jail. No, because they're the rich 1%. They're the pharmaceutical manufacturers. They are flooding our street with this drug. So, Denny, yes, eventually, somehow, some way, someone will outlaw xylazine, but it's going to be a long time coming, and a lot of people are going to die because of xylazine. Okay? It won't be until somebody decides to go after the manufacturers that xylazine is made illegal. Until then, as long as the rich are making money off of it, as long as they are killing off the undesirables, xylazine will be in our communities. There you go. Denny's next question. Since the U.S. is compromised, is the Ukraine the only true democracy left? And will the Ukraine have to win its war for us to receive our democracy back? Denny, I am so glad you asked this question. This is a wonderful question. This is a good question because you're talking about democracy. Ukraine is not a perfect democracy. Ukraine is being forced. They are being forced to try to dissolve. You are looking at a country that, besides its president and its people, are fighting for their life. This it's not a government. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Zelensky is allowed to hop on planes and fly all over the place, begging people for assistance. Okay, and I'm not making light of the Ukraine. Do not take this the wrong way. What I am saying, this war in the Ukraine is orchestrated. The it is being kept going because it serves a purpose. The whole world is allowing Russia to invade another country unprovoked, unleash hell onto that country, while the whole rest of the world sits on its thumbs and just hems and haws and clutches its pearls and saying how terrible this is. That a sovereign nation, which is the Ukraine, who has not been allowed to have any form of protection outside of its own borders. Understand why this is happening. Okay? The first thing we have to do is understand that the European Union did not want the Ukraine to be a part of it. Why, you might ask? Why? Maybe because they were not white enough. Understand this. I'm not being facetious. The only reason that they are not a part of the European Union is because their demographic doesn't quite match. You want to talk about, they want to tell you, oh, they're corrupt, they're this and they're that. Well, all of the countries in the EU are corrupt. Understand what the EU was formed for. That is protection against the brownies. Protection from anybody who is not white is what the European Union is. That's why they wage wars on only brown folks or themselves when they can't get along. Like I told y'all, all of these wars that we have fought, the two world wars, the third world war that we are already in, were all fought because of Africa. All because some people don't want other people to have anything, any say, any handhold, anything. The war that is about to transpire in Africa right now about a nation's sovereignty to their own land. If people in Africa went to France and decided to build an African, let's say, highway through France, it would never happen. There wouldn't even be a discussion. It would never happen. But the French believe that it is absolutely a-okay to go to a country that is not theirs and tell people who are not their citizens that they are going to have to give up their land and allow another country to just go through because they said so. Wake up. Understand why we fight for what we fight for. Understand who we're protecting. Okay? Understand what we're protecting. Understand that they've gone through Africa and I'm talking Europeans, have gone through Africa and have picked and chose The languages spoken in Africa are from colonization, forcing Africans to lose everything, their identity. Why? So Europeans could come in and steal everything that wasn't tapped down. I know you don't want to hear this probably, but this is the doggone truth. And if you want to know how we got where we are and what the heck we are fighting for, then you have got to know your history. You have got to know your world history. And you have got to understand why the powers that be do not want you to know your history. Because maybe if you knew your history, you might be a little ashamed of it, and you might want to change it and make things right. And the government can't afford to have people thinking about other people with compassion. No. All right? So, Denny, our democracy, the democracy that you believe the Ukraine has, this is your pipe dream right there. The democracy, what democracy are we fighting for? What are we fighting for right now? What do we want to bring into fruition? Those are the questions that we have to ask ourselves. Is fixing it going back to the way things were yesterday? Things were bad yesterday. Things were broken yesterday. I keep saying this because this is the truth. The society that we are living under, the governance that we are living under, the totality of it has to be destroyed. Nothing of it can survive. For us to get out of where we are now, this system must be destroyed, taken apart, burned, broken, and buried so that we can build something completely new that is a part of all of us. Understand, the only reason that we are fighting each other is because that is the way that the powers that be want it to be. They want us fighting each other because if we stand together, we could fix ourselves. And they know this, but they have kept this secret from us. I believe it's October 4th that they're supposed to make some kind of sound on your phone. I have been telling y'all about this, some kind of worldwide or nationwide test. Everybody's phone is going to go off again. They've already done this a couple of times. They've done it a couple of times. And they're going to try to scare you. If you don't receive this tone, that your phone is not going to work. We already have an emergency broadcast system. What are they doing? And this is why we have to ask questions. The government doesn't do anything to help us. Everything that they do is to further control us. So, I'm going to ask Tarot this question myself. Tarot, Universe, Creator, Spirit Guides. Is this test that is going to ping everybody's phone in October, is this a danger to mankind? Is this test that the government is sending to all of our phones, could this be a danger to mankind? Yes or no? Or should I ask the question a different way? Yes or no? Should we turn our phones off on the day that we're supposed to have this test? Yes or no? Would it be advisable for us to turn our phones off when the government does its nationwide test? Yes or no? Weird. No. Okay, guys. All right. Don't turn your phone off. So it's not going to be something that's dangerous to you. We got a bunch of no's, not one yes. All right? So whatever's going to happen on the 4th, that's not going to be the thing that they want it to be. Maybe they want people not to get the update because something bad will happen if you don't. Go ahead and get that update on the 4th, y'all. Go ahead. Get it. Get it. Because the people that don't may be in danger further on down the line. All right, there you go. My next question is from Sachet. Sachet would like to know, will the Christian and Catholic societies put a hit on Billy Carson for spreading the truth about religion and spirituality and the difference between the two? Billy Carson, I guess, has said that he has been receiving death threats. And if you guys don't know who Billy Carson is, please just put that name in your Google browser and look up Billy Carson. You'll see that he says a lot of the same things that I say about religion, about everything. Okay? This is a part of, I believe that the people, I don't want to, I am like him. The things that I say are things that he says. I used to follow him, but we kind of just say the same things almost at the same time. He's just got a much bigger platform than I do. So, universe creator, spirit guides, is Billy Carson in danger from religion? Is Billy Carson in danger from the Catholic and Christian societies? And guys, you want to talk about a big gang? Catholic Church is one of the biggest gangs there is. Okay? They can make people disappear forever and ever. Amen. Okay? And understand, Catholic Church is working on the side of the serpent. That's the reptile. That's their God. Understand that. I know it done pissed off a whole lot of people. But if you know what's in the Vatican and you know that the Pope sits right under the head of a doggone snake, then you would understand. Okay? Religion is control. They invented religion to control people. They created government to control people. And the two work hand in hand to control people. That is the only reason that they exist. All right? Here we go. Is Billy Carson in danger? Yes or no? Carol, here we go. Billy's gonna have to be looking over his shoulders. They're making threats against him. Billy Carson is protected. Billy is here to do what he is doing. He is part of the Grand Awakening. He is a bell ringer, and that is what he is doing. His words, his actions are ringing the bell. He is illuminating. That is what he came to do, to illuminate, okay? For us to be able to see things the way that they are, not the way that people want us to see it. And that is the whole thing. Billy Carson is out there trying to wake everybody up, trying to hip everybody to understand that we are being brainwashed every day. When you turn on the television, every time, when you turn on the computer, you are being manipulated every chance the point percent has. They are working on our psyche to get us to give away our power, okay? To get us to forget who we are. We are not insignificant. If we were, they wouldn't make so many laws about what we can and can't do. If we were weak individuals, they wouldn't be trying so hard to keep us from one another. Okay? Understand. Understand. Every time your eyes flutter and a new little piece of light enters your psyche, more and more is revealed to you. We were put under this system of oppression, okay? They want us to be oppressed. They want us miserable. They want us sad. And they want us feeling like we have no control over our life. This is why, and I'm going to tell y'all the truth. This is why we have alcohol. This is why they're legalizing marijuana right now. Okay? And understand they do it in drips. When things get really, really hard, when life is too hard for the population, they'll give you a drug. They'll give you something to take the edge off. That's how we got alcohol. Okay? Alcohol was to take the edge off, to help people relax because life was hard. And then alcohol became a problem. And then we got alcoholics, alcoholism, and we have a whole race of people who suffer because of alcohol. They've legalized marijuana in a lot of the places now. And I partake, okay? But be aware of why they legalize things when they do. It's a placebo. They know that they're pushing too hard on us, so they give us an escape. But even in that escape, there's a whole nother set of pitfalls. Understand, our government does not work for us. Billy Carson is going to be all right. Billy Carson is doing exactly what he came to this planet to do. Billy Carson is going to have to move around a lot because he's not going to feel safe. But as far as them actually going after him, no, because Billy is supposed to be spreading his message at this time. Billy is protected, even though they are going after him, but they will not be successful in getting him. They will make him move, change house. They will make him paranoid. But Billy Carson is protected, and he is doing exactly what the universe put him here to do. All right. My last question, y'all. I told y'all this was going to be a short one, barely even 30 minutes. Here we go. Last question of the day. Will Kevin McCarthy lose his speakership? Will Kevin McCarthy lose the speakership? Universe, creator, spirit guides. Will Kevin McCarthy be voted off the island? Yes, 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 yes. Kevin McCarthy is going to be voted off the island. The people who put him there are taking it back. Kevin's star is about to dim, and unfortunately, y'all, the boo-boo, the fool that they about to put in his spot is going to be 100 times worse. However, they're not going to be successful. You are about to see the downfall of the GOP in real time. As soon as they kick Kevin McCarthy off the dais, the crumbling will begin. Guys, we may go through a couple of speakers of the House before they decide on one. All right, there you go. There you go. Kevin McCarthy is out of there. He is out. Okay? And it's this is the beginning of the end for the GOP in Congress. This is the beginning of the end for them. This will be one of their worst. Well, they're going to have egg on their face. Let's just put it that way. By the time this shit show is over with, they are going to look like a bunch of fools. All right? There you go. All right. Again, I only had 4 questions, y'all. If you have any question, personal or political, that you would like answered, please drop it in the space below this video. Okay? If you put it down there, not in the live chat, but in the actual comment section, I get every question I will get. It doesn't matter. You can, if you put it under this video, if you put it under a video that I did 6 months ago, I will still get your question in real time. So please, if you have anything that you would like me to read on, please feel free to ask. All right, y'all. The weather report for this week, this is Monday. So we are in a whole new cycle. And boy, that hurricane is churning up some water and picking up some speed that's out there. This is Ophelia. Ophelia. And oh my goodness, O is gonna pack a punch. Okay? So y'all on the East Coast, be prepared for Ophelia. She is not playing. There will be a lot of beach erosion. There's a lot of weather with this. I don't believe this is going to be a direct hit until later on. It's going to be more weather from the bands coming off the eye of this hurricane. Okay? So again, this one is just carrying buckets of water. New York, prepare for some flooding. All of New England, prepare for severe flooding. Okay, and this is going to be in areas that are not normally flood prone. I'm talking to my cousin, my baby cousin, my cousin up there in Maine. You right there on the coast. Prepare. It might be a nice time to take a trip. Take a trip into the mainland. Go deeper into the mainland. I love you. Be safe. All of y'all who are up along the northern coast, Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, y'all, this weather is coming. It's going to be dangerous for y'all. Going to be a lot of wetness, a lot. And like I said, we are going to have an early autumn. So right behind, we're still warm because it's September. This is still technically quote unquote summer. But guys, winter is coming. Winter is going to drop down out of Canada like a wet blanket. It's going to be hard. It's going to be fast. Prepare for an early onset of winter um, on the East Coast, northernmost. Y'all going to get cold fast. You will have a beautiful Indian summer, but you're going to, it's the first block of winter is going to crack early, okay? Be prepared for that. This may actually affect potato harvest in Maine, y'all. This may affect the potato harvest. Just let that be known. All right. The weather for the central United States. Okay. There's a big system right above North Texas, Oklahoma. But this is a tumbler. This one is tumbling. This one is going from south to north. This is kind of an arcing storm. This one is just wind. It's got rain in it. But this again is going to, the importance of this storm is when Ophelia gets closer to Maine and New Hampshire and the areas like that. This storm that is coming across the middle of the United States is going to be pushing a wall of warm air in front of it. It's going to hit that tropical storm Ophelia, and it's going to make a whole lot of rain. Chicago, Ohio, uh, y'all just up there in the plains, in the mountains, y'all are going to have a lot of rain. So be prepared for water, y'all. Okay. Um, West Coast. Okay. Now, We've got some man-made storms that are being brewing up. But I kind of feel for next day or two or three, we're not going to be hit with a whole lot of anything over here on the West Coast. But as far as weather is concerned, but we are still going to be experiencing, and I'm talking Yellowstone, some movement, ground movement, guys. So we are still in an influx of solar activity. This is what we must be prepared of because the sun controls so much of our atmosphere. Um, uh, Earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes. These are actions that are caused by what's happening in the sun and then with our lunar pull. Guys, we are coming up. We are about to have an eclipse. And, we're having all these back to back super moons, two super moons a month. And now we're about to have an eclipse. Things are changing. Everything is about to change. The earth is going to move. She is going to readjust herself. Be prepared. Don't be scared. Be aware that Gaia, our earth, is a living, breathing organism. And we have not made Mama happy. So be prepared for earth movement, water movement. Think of this as a cleansing cycle. Okay? A lot of things are about to change. Don't be scared. Be prepared. And don't get down on yourself. Go inside. Fix those things within you that you know need fixing. All right? This is the time for us to know who we are, to stand in our truth, and to be our best, whoever we are, and doing the best, whatever it is we came here to do. I love you. I love you. I love you. And if you're still here, let's go ahead and prepare for the Reiki prayer. All right? The most important thing in life is your intention. Okay? What you set out of, what you intend for yourself, for your life, for the world. That is the most important thing. No. Make sure that your intentions are in line with your highest self, with the you that you desire to be. All right, here we go. Inhale, exhale. Set your intention for this moment. My intention is to be true to myself. Namaste. All right, here we go, y'all. Just for today, I let go of anger. I let go of worry. I am grateful. I work on myself, and I am kind to all living things. Namaste, y'all. Namaste. Namaste. I love you. If you would like a reading, a sachet, a room spray, or a bath, a magical bath bomb, Psychic Tanya 9 at gmail.com for all of your inquiries. I love you. I love you. I love you. Namaste, y'all. Namaste.